Hello, hello, hello. It is me, your girl, Pam Dorsey, CEO of Pam Dorsey Enterprises, where we are a women's empowerment company here to equip you to walk in your authentic wholeness. Yes, honey, I am here for Table Talk Tuesdays. Yes, it's going down. It's going down. It's about to go down. Yes, honey. And what is Table Talk Tuesday? Listen, it's the place you want to be. It is the place where you can get free, be free, and stay free. It is the place where we have candid, courageous conversations. Candid, courageous conversations. They are candid, they are sweet, they are to the point, they're courageous because it takes some courage and some boldness to speak your truth and stand in your truth. Candid, courageous conversations. Hey, we just talking it out, ladies. In a time such as this, we need a safe place to come and freely be ourselves, free to be who God created us to be, free to conversate and talk it out. Talk it out until we can't talk it out no more. Queen Serena, thank you for tuning in. Charlene Shanks, I see y'all ladies in the house. Thank you for tuning in. As you come in, say hey, say hello, say what's up. Let me know what's going on in your world today. Thank y'all tremendously for the hearts and for tuning in. Also, like, tag, share, comment. That's what I would love for you to do. Get it in front of as many women's eyes as possible. If there are some ladies that you think will benefit from Table Talk Tuesdays, please tag, share, comment, like, love, do all that. Let's get it circulating through these social media streets, all right? I, again, am your girl, Pam Dorsey, CEO of Pam Dorsey Enterprises, where we are a women's empowerment company, and we want nothing more than to equip you, to empower you to walk in your authentic wholeness. Yes, honey. Dr. Watson, my sister in the house, Miss Tamika Harris, thank you for joining, girlfriend. Tonight, ladies, this is going to be a little different from my ladies who have been in a physical table talk setting. But listen, the time is now. Virtual is the thing, and we gonna rock and roll with it. It's different for me, it's different for you, but together we gonna make this thing happen because we are better together. All right? Tonight I am talking about Miss Olivia, hello, thank you for joining. Self-confidence, ladies. One of my big hurdles that God has helped me to overcome, and I'll say it again, I said it in my introductory video, what qualifies me and equips me to be able to talk and speak into your life? Might you ask that question? Life University, girlfriend. Life University. The things that God has allowed me to go through, to walk through, to cry through, to climb through, and to overcome what has allowed me to get to this place right here. Do I have some type of certificate that says Table Talk Tuesdays is certified? No, ma'am, I don't. Do I have a coaching degree, certificate? No, ma'am, not yet. Working on it. What qualifies me? Life University, honey, in these 44 magnificent years of life that God has blessed me with. That got me here. And because we have the indwelling of the Holy Spirit, because we also love God, right? Because of Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit, I know, trust, and believe that He sends the ladies that I know need to hear what I have to say. I trust Him wholeheartedly and totally to do that. And another reason I say that is because there was an ongoing theme at every table talk session that I offered. There was an ongoing theme, a theme that I didn't even know about until I walked in the room and the conversations began to flow. So this, y'all, was a straight setup from God. He set you up to bless you. Trust and believe. Miss Stephanie Kirkland, hello, my dear. Thank you for joining. Dr. Watson, yes, God got me, girl. No doubts, no doubts. Miss Allison, hello. Valika, hey, girlfriend. All right, ladies. So again, tonight we are talking about this big, humongous thing that some of us are still trying to overcome. And what I like to say often, and that is why transformation is such a big thing to me. It doesn't just happen where, okay, hey, I got it. I have arrived here. It's always levels upon levels. You build upon where you are, and then you go to the next step. There's some more tests that's going to hit you. And then there's the next step. So you build level upon level. You can never say, hey, I arrived. I got this. That is so not the case. You've arrived to this level, but trust and believe there's some more levels to come. So self-confidence. My. The dictionary puts it this way: a feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. I have said it often. Listen, I trust God. His track record is proven, right? Ain't no getting around, ain't no denying how great he is and what he can do. But listen, trusting this little chocolate chick, that was my struggle. That was my big thing. Getting over the hurdles and learning to trust me and the God in me and what he put in me. And ladies, let me backtrack 1 second. If there's something that you want to say and you feel like it's like way too much to type in the comments, request to join me and I will accept you in, and then we can have a conversation, and all of the ladies that are in the live, they will still be able to hear what's going on. Hello, Miss Pranati. Thank you for joining me, girlfriend. Tonight's Table Talk Tuesday conversation is self-confidence. Listen, honey, been there, done that, can write a book and writing a book. Yes, and yes. Can you repeat that, please? Yes. Self-confidence, the dictionary says, is a feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. Self-confidence, a feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. And what I said in addition to that is, listen, trust in God, I'm for it. I'm for it. His track record proven. He ain't never lost now in one of my cases. All right. But trust in me, that was my hurdle. That was my big thing, because you have to understand, and most of you know, I come from a background of not low self-esteem, but baby, mine was negative self-esteem. It was that bad from a little girl, especially up to middle school years. This chocolate skin of mine, listen, I got called everything under the book. You think about anything that's been said in reference to a chocolate girl, I was called that and some. So when I tell y'all my self-esteem was in the tank, it wasn't just low, it was negative. So self-sabotage, negative stinking thinking, negative self-esteem, all of that stuff, all of that I had to overcome. And how did I do that? By going on an amazing self-love journey created and crafted by God. And I said it in one of my videos the other day. There is nothing that you go through that God cannot use. I think it was on Saturday when I said, you cannot fully love all of you and who God created you to be if you hate the situations and the circumstances that crafted you into the woman that you are today. There were millions of situations and things that happened in my past that sometimes I didn't even want to talk about it. And for a very long time, I did not, until going on the journey with God that allowed me to get to this place right here. But you cannot despise and hate the things that crafted you into who you are now, because that is not fully operating 100% in your self-love. You have to fully love all of you. And that means fully embracing and owning the things that got you here. Yes, honey. Yes. Dr. Watson, yes, my chocolate chick. Yeah. I'm sure you heard some things too, girlfriend. So yeah, trusting God I was there with that. But trusting in me and developing me and getting my confidence to where I needed to be, that has been my hurdle. I've heard it said many, many times that self-confidence means I'm totally okay with who I am, where I am. So that's not what the dictionary say. That ain't how the dictionary put it. Hey, Sissy Pooh, how you doing? Hey, India, how you doing, girlfriend? We're talking about self-confidence. So if there's anything that you want to throw in the comments as it relates, your struggle or your journey with self-confidence quotes, anything, feel free to do it. If you're interested in joining with me live on this session, just request me and I will let you in if it's too much for you to type in the comments, because I know sometimes we got a lot that we want to say and typing it, that can be a bit much. So if you want to be joined into this live with me, request me and I can let you in, all right? So again, self-confidence. I'm totally okay with who I am right where I am. Totally okay with everything that's happened up until this moment. Fully confident in who I am, the gifts, the talents, the qualities, and everything that God has placed within me and is allowing me to now birth into this earth. I am totally confident in that. Trista, how you doing, girlfriend? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. So now, what I want to do is talk about the benefits. What does confidence do for you, right? What's the benefit of being self-confident, as I like to say it, confidently me? What's the benefit in that? You can go from thinking you're not enough. Catch this. You can go from thinking you're not enough to knowing, hey, listen, I fully know that I'm not just enough, but I'm more than enough. And that is not being conceited, y'all. That is being fully confident in who you are. Fully confident in the God that says that you are you and you are whole and complete and totally you. You understand what you bring to the table. You don't shy down. You don't back down. And you do not allow anybody to change your story. I'm confident, whole, totally, completely confident in the little chocolate chick that I see in the mirror. Did it take me some work to get here? You doggone right. Do I still have my moments of doubt? You doggone right. Are there days where there's self-sabotage and I have to be like, Pam, you better go find the affirmation. You better go write an affirmation. You better go draw an affirmation. You better do something. Listen, because when you have been to a place of lack and negativity for so long, sometimes it pops back up again, right? Certain things can trigger it. And that's another thing that I'm going to hit on as we go further and talk about self-discovery. You got to know your triggers. You got to know what's going to push you over the edge at any moment. But then on the flip side of that, once you know the trigger, you got to know how to combat it, y'all. That is what allowed me. That is why God entrusted me with this knowledge of affirmations and why I'm so huge and big on affirmations and the words that you speak to yourself. Because I know what it's like to be negative and think negative and live in negative and dwell in negative. So I had to have something to combat it. So when the negative thought come, my affirmation popping. I can pull them out the air, y'all. For real, for real. That's how serious it was. But that's just one of the tools that God allowed me to use in order to help bring me up out of the thinking and the self-sabotage and the negative self-esteem. That's just one of the things, one of the tools that he equipped me with. You have to discover what yours are. You have to discover what your triggers are. And then you have to find a way to combat it. When you discover them, Find something that's gonna allow you to flip it instantly. Miss Charlene, thank you, dear. Hey, Miss Jazzy. Hey, girlfriend. Miss Maggie, thank you. Doing good. Hope you are. So that's one of the benefits. You go from thinking you're not enough to doggone well knowing I'm more than enough. And again, ain't no conceitedness there. That's just fully owning and being confident in God and in what He put in me. Fully confident that when I walk in a room, I can shift the atmosphere. When I walk in the room, I don't shrink down, I don't die down, I don't settle. I stand full hard on in who I am. Full blown, total confidence. Conceited? Definitely not. What is it that I said? Y'all, I got a whole bunch of quotes. But listen, Three of the most humbling words. I remember when. Listen, y'all, my background won't let me be conceited, right? My background won't let me walk in a room and shrug my shoulders and turn my nose up to my sister. My background won't let me do that. Because I remember when, right? I remember when I would walk in a room and immediately try to take my seat, immediately shut down, try not to be even seen, okay with being overlooked, okay with being in the back room, in the corner somewhere. I remember when. Right? And now I know I can stand in it and now know that I've gone from thinking that I'm not enough to knowing that I'm more than enough. Because to sit here and talk to you ladies and pour out to you what God and the Holy Spirit has placed within me, listen, that's confidence, y'all. That's a boldness that grows daily. And the more that you step out of your comfort zone, the more that you do the things that you know God has told you to do, your confidence grows, y'all. That's why I say it's level upon level. You build level upon level. Pastor Wendell Jones, bless his good old heart. CYM, y'all. Y'all know him, most of y'all, but the ones who don't, he the bomb.com. He taught us level upon level, precept upon precept. You learn what you need to learn here and you go to the next level. It works no difference with confidence. It works no difference. You cannot strengthen your confidence bone, your confident muscle, if you do not step outside of the comfort zone, right? You got to step outside of your security and your safety. Y'all, I'm so far out of my comfort zone. I can't begin to tell you. I used to kid my sissy poo sometimes and say, listen, God done had me stick my toe out the boat. He done had me stick my toe out the boat. Be about to fall out. I ain't putting that in. My whole foot wasn't even out the boat. Just my toe out the boat. Listen, y'all, he done submerged me all the way. I'm all the way out off the boat, right? All the way in the water. Done jumped in it. But listen, what keeps me going? Keep your eyes on Jesus, right? Y'all know the scripture. Y'all know it. What happened? What happened when he got out, when he was walking on the water? He was fine. Until the distractions came and he took his eyes off Jesus. That's when you gonna sing, right? That's when you gonna sing. Get outside of your comfort zone. Ain't nothing better. Ain't no better confidence booster than to do something, push yourself, challenge yourself to do something, and you doggone do it. And listen, don't get it twisted. Even if you do step outside the boat and you do what God told you to do, and you fail, listen, you only fail. You only take the L when you quit, right? Learn, get the lesson from it. Step back for a minute, reset, get further instructions, but doggone it, come back. Don't quit, just come back better. All right. Yes, honey. Don't quit, just come back better. Serena Queen, I appreciate that, my dear. Hi, Sissy Pooh, walking on the water, girlfriend. You know you helped me get here. So back to the benefits. Go from walking in the room and feeling less than worthy, or shrinking, and go to walking in the room and owning it, doggone it. Miss Elizabeth, Miss Vicky, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We talking about self-confidence on this Table Talk Tuesday. Yes, yes, yes. Go from walking in a room and feeling less than, feeling unworthy, or shrinking, to walking in the room and owning that doggone room. Walking in the room, listen, shoulders up, chest out, cute from head to toe. Maybe you is, maybe you ain't, but either way, all of you and all of God's glory done walked up in the room, right? You about to change some lives up in this piece, because you about to bring all of you to the table. Ain't no more shrinking. Ain't no more saying, I can't do this. Ain't no more none of that. Listen, y'all, I get invitations. People be like, listen, can you come do this interview? Can you come do this blog? Can you do this podcast? Listen, sign me up. Sign me up, because you know what? Showing up is the first thing. Showing up, right? Walk up in the piece and own it. And again, I'm not by far being conceited. I just now fully know, I fully own and operate in this big old huge purpose, all these gifts and talents that I kept bottled down because I was walking in fear, because I was feeling unworthy, because I lacked self-love, because I had stinking thinking and self-sabotage, because I had negative self-esteem. All of that was on top, pushing down purpose, pushing down God's glory. But listen, no, we can't do that. Pastor Jones, once again, he said it one Easter Sunday, and he was like, listen, y'all, I want to meet the Wendell Jones that Jesus died and bled on that cross for. And it stopped me in my tracks. I have never forgotten it since he said it. I want to meet the Pam Dorsey that he died for. Listen, it says it in his word. He had you on his mind as he was taking his last breath. How dare we say, nah, Jesus, I don't want that. How dare we? How dare we say, nah, Jesus, it was just a cross. You just bled and died. Ain't no big deal. How dare we minimize what he went through for each and every one of us that's viewing this live right now? How dare we? No more fear, Miss Shanks. You got that right, girlfriend. India, for real, girl. My God. Send it down, Lord. Come on, Holy Spirit. Yes, Miss Allison, we gonna come back better and you worthy. Doggone right, my dear. Doggone right. So, I was talking about a little earlier, self-discovery. Self-discovery and self-confidence, they go hand in hand. And why do I say that? I tiptoed around this just a little bit ago. We gotta get to a point, and I got 3 points for this one, where we try something new, y'all. We got to get to the point where we kick fear's butt and be like, nah, I got to meet the next best version of me, y'all. I got to meet her. So if that means I run for a little while, eventually God gonna get his yes, right? So why not just go on and do it? Why not just go on and do it? I asked that question the other day. Why we do this ourselves? You know, at the end of the day, Jesus gonna win. You done took yourself through all this turmoil. You done took yourself through all this back and forth for nothing. Because you gonna give in. You gonna give in to the urge. Because listen, your soul, y'all, your soul, your very being is longing to meet the new pieces of you. Don't that just do something for you? Don't that just touch you in a special place? Your soul is longing to meet the new pieces of you. Do not make your soul sad. Right? Because y'all on Soul Care Sunday, Self-Care Sunday, Soul Feel Sunday, every Sunday, I tell you, do something that's going to make your soul happy. Do something that's going to make your soul happy. Your soul is longing to meet the new pieces of you. Hey, sis, thank you for tuning in. Yes. Dr. Watson, that's the real deal right there. I said yes, and it's been an amazing journey. Yes, an amazing journey. In search for the new Irene. I hear you, Dr. Watson. I'm with you, girlfriend. So yes, self-discovery and self-confidence, they go hand in hand. And point number 1, try something new. Don't let fear stop you. Tiffany, hey girlfriend, thank you for joining. Try something new. Your soul is longing for it. It's going to make you a happier you, which is going to make you a better you. Right? And we do these things for ourselves first and foremost, but we also do them for the people that we're connected to. Listen, y'all, when I feel like I just can't. I can't do nothing. I can't. On those days, I think about y'all. I think about my ladies who show up for me consistently. I think about my ladies who have poured out to me in the very second that I needed it, and they didn't even know it. Y'all make me better. Fear not. Yes, Miss Pranati. Yes, yes, yes. Charlene Shanks' soul is ready to meet the new you. Yes, indeed. I do it because I know it is my purpose. And trust me, y'all, I promise you, I have run for years. I can't even say days, weeks, or months. I have run for years. God told me about Table Talk Tuesdays. No, it didn't have a name then. But he told me he wanted me to convert Table Talk into something virtual. I didn't know all the details. You know how sometimes he give us bits and pieces, snippets of the puzzle pieces, right? He told me this, I promise you, in the very beginning of COVID. So what, we had about a year now, right? We had about a year now when I've been sitting on it. Why? I told somebody, I think it was Miss Shanks I was talking to last night. When I get up before y'all and I showcase my Pamtastic styles, listen, confidence through the roof. Now I have my moments, but for the most part, I show up fully me, all of me, for Pamtastic styles. I give it all to you. But when it comes to, not to say Pamtastic styles not part of my purpose, but the bigger purpose, the overall picture. Pam Dorsey Enterprises LLC, purpose, passion, life, all that entails, everything that comes underneath that. When it comes to pouring into women, speaking to women, feeding women, doing what I know God's purposed me to do, y'all, I be so doggone scared. Butterflies out the roof, stomach is doing all kinds of craziness, wanting to run and hide, and I have ran and hide. But it comes a point well, doggone it, you get tired of running. And you get tired of God chasing. And you get tired. You get sick and tired, right? It's been a while. Miss Tiffany, I know. I talked to you about it when he told me, right? And that was like at the beginning of COVID. I sat on it, y'all. I sat on it, but I'm tired. I talk to him all the time. But most recently, I've been talking to him like, God, what's the next level? I know there's more. And when I asked him, he always talks to me most vividly and pinpoint and very specific when I'm in the shower, about to get in the shower, or I just got out the shower. I love water. So that's when he ministers and makes it perfectly clear for me in most situations. And I was like, God, I'm tired. I feel like I'm just here. Truly, I feel like I'm just existing. And this was after Mommy had passed, so there was a little, other emotions going on. But I was like, I know there's more. And not only do I want to make God proud, but now I got Mommy Dearest cheering me on, right? She's in my great cloud of witnesses, so doggone it, I gotta get on it. I want Mommy Dearest proud of me, which I know she was, I know she is, but it put a little something extra on me when I lost her. So I'm like, God, what else? What can I do? He simply said, Table Talk Tuesdays. Y'all, I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't drop my head down. I couldn't, act like I didn't hear it. It was perfect. It was plain and clear. When he talks to you and he wants you to get it, he makes it plain and clear. Know his voice, understand his voice, and know when it's him and not you, right? Yeah, that was the enemy. Dr. Watson, that was the enemy for sure. Because listen, when God gives you purpose, when he gives you vision, when he gives you what he wants you to do specifically, the angels are dispatched immediately on the dime, right? But just as the angels are dispatched immediately, the devil and his little bitty imps is dispatched immediately. So you got God and the angels on one side, and you got devil and the imps on the other side, battling it out, right? All this is going on within you, right? It's me against me. Sometimes we be like, oh, why is this happening? Well, I'm thinking about external. It always circles back around to you. It always circles back around to me, right? It's me against me. Me against me every single time. So when God spoke, I could have easily dismissed it and been like, what? Table Talk Tuesdays? Do you know how many people got a virtual show? Do you know how many people got, podcasts? Do you know how many people doing if not the same thing, something very similar to what I'm doing. Yeah, he knows all of that. He knows all of that. But he also knows that he gave me that Pamtastic sparkle, that Pamtastic sprinkle that I like to call it, that he only dashed on me, right? So even though there may be 100,000 women doing something similar to Table Talk Tuesdays, it's not going to be exactly the same. It's not going to reach the women that it needs to reach because it's not me, right? I told y'all in the beginning, there's no doubt that the Holy Spirit connects me to the women that need to hear what I have to say. And that's another thing to my confidence, y'all. I had to get to a point where I realized not only do I matter, but my voice matters. That when I speak, people truly want to hear what I have to say, right? I had to get to that point. He had to grow me into that point. I say so many times. I told y'all I got a bunch of mottos. Dream a dream so big that God himself literally has to grow you into it. And watch him do it. Watch him work. I'm your testimony right here in front of you. I'm your living witness right here in front of you. Dream a dream so big that he himself has to grow you into it, and watch him work. Listen, come into agreement with what he says. When you ask him, God, what do you want me to do? It may not be instantly, but when he speaks, do it. Y'all, I'm talking to me too. I promise. Promise. True testimony. Yes, Miss Maggie. Yes. The Holy Spirit, Miss Shanks, for real though. Indeed. All of that was under point number 2. Number 1, it sure was, y'all. Holy Spirit, you better come on through. Yes. All right. Point number 2 under self-discovery and self-confidence go hand in hand. Thank y'all for your comments. I might be missing some, but y'all know I'm going to go back through them. Number 2, discover more of you. What do I mean by that? Discover more of you. You think you already whole and complete as you are right now? Yes. But remember, we want to discover the next best version of you, right? We want to discover the next best parts of you. And you do that through self-discovery. Discover more of you. And this is the twist to it. This is the part that I really love, because y'all know I'm here for the self-love, right? As you discover more of you, God allows you to find more of you to love. Yes. As you discover more of who you are, as you discover more of your gifts and your talents and your purpose, as you discover more of you, you're discovering more of you to love. You're discovering more of, oh God, I want to hug you over and over and over. You're discovering more like, listen, if I don't get no hugs today, if don't nobody tell me they love me today, it's all good because I done gave myself enough self-love. And then everything else that we get from those around us, those that we're connected to and entrusted to, that's just an overflow. That's just an overflow. But let it ooze up out of you. Love on you so much that even if you don't get it from nowhere else, your cup's still full, right? Because we want to operate from a full cup, y'all. We want our cup to stay full so that it does overflow and spill out to those that may be in lack and needing what we have. Allison, it's not listen to that fear. Do it, Pam. You have a good God. Oh, thank you, Allison. I appreciate it, my dear. So that was point number 2, y'all. Discover more of who you are, because in doing so, you find more of you to love. All right. Point number 3. As you try something new, I think I touched on this too. As you try something new and you get out of the fear, you get out of your comfort zone, you do it scared, as I so often have said, it's a confidence booster, y'all. It boosts your confidence through the roof. When you do it, think about it. When you do something new, you try something new for the first time. God told you to do this, say this to this person, do that for this person, go here, go there, and you do it and you succeed at it. Don't that just make you feel better? That's your confidence boosting. And that's showing you, hey, look, I can really do this. I can be who God says that I am. I can stand whole, full, totally complete in my truth. I can. I really, really can. And that boosts your confidence, y'all. So those are my 3 points as it relates to self-discovery and self-confidence going hand in hand. Try something new was point number 1. Discover more of you and find more of you to love. That was point number 2. And point number 3 is it boosts your confidence. It is a confidence booster like none other. Anybody feel like joining me? Anybody need to come on in the room? Vicky, you can. You sure enough can, girl. Yes, we're going to take a quick moment, y'all, for a mental health check-in. Because y'all know, listen, we done been through a whole bunch in this last year. A whole bunch in this last year. Not only are we living in a pandemic, lots of us have lost loved ones, whether it have been through the due to COVID or not. When I tell y'all, I don't even remember who I was talking to now. I said, if I have to say one more time my sincerest condolences, I think I'm just gonna fall out and scream. I think I'm just gonna fall out and have a major meltdown, because it was like every day, several times throughout the day, I'm hearing or seeing posts, somebody that lost a loved one. And now, you know, we've been blessed up until losing mommy. We never really had any major deaths in our lives. We lost Uncle Miller, our favorite uncle, a few years back. That was hard, but nothing as near like losing a parent or a sibling or anything to that effect. So losing mommy was like the most significant death that I've experienced. And I tell you, it changes your whole outlook. It changes your whole perspective on how you view death. If I see it and I know you, like know you for real, you getting a card from me, you getting a call, you getting a direct DM message, you getting something. Cause for y'all, when Mommy Dearest passed, I had ladies come to Mommy's funeral that, you know, I wouldn't have expected, because you develop these relationships through social media and you're like, oh, it's just social. But y'all, some of my dearest friends, right, I've met through social media, and it's crazy. But social media can be a blessing if you let it be. But all that to say this, how is your mental health? I mean, how are you feeling? For real. If you just let it all out, if you just air it out, and if you want to DM me, if you want to email me and let us chat it out, we can do that. If you don't feel comfortable with posting it here, I totally understand and I get that. But mental health, y'all, is for real. And for a long time, I didn't even think about it, you know, because back in the day when I was coming up, you hear mental health and you think mental illness. I put those two together, right? And they don't go together. Mental health is your overall well-being, your overall mental state. Like, how are you feeling? Are you nervous? Are you scared? Are you about to go hurt yourself? Are you about to go hurt somebody? Are you about to have a nervous breakdown? That's mental health for real. But the stigma that's connected to the word, you know, you think schizophrenic or the crazy neighbor down the street, you know, and it kind of had me confused for a long time until recently, really within this last year or two. I kind of delved down into it to understand more what you mean when you say mental health. So how are you feeling? Like, for real, is everything good in your world? Do you need a hug? Do you need somebody to talk to? Table Talk is a safe place for women to come and freely be themselves in a judgment-free zone. Ain't no judgment here. If I see it, I'm blocking you. Just that simple. And again, I told y'all, this Table Talk Tuesdays is going to look different because it's virtual. When we had the face-to-face sessions, y'all, it was absolutely amazing because it's like everybody came in on one accord. The Holy Spirit truly orchestrated each and every one of the Table Talk sessions. And I know he's doing the same thing in this virtual setting as well. Vicky, you say you're scared, girlfriend. Reach out to me if you need to talk further. I am here anytime. Trust and believe that. But yeah, if anybody else feel free to post in here or DM me, email me. All that is fine. Miss Tiffany, emotionally angry, sad, upset, don't know how to handle it. Girl, I truly, I've been there, done that. And if you need me to come to you, I can. We just got to make a time when I know hubby will be here with the boys, or you come to me. We talk it out, we cry it out, we do what we got to do. But the only thing that I guarantee from these sessions is that you're going to leave better. That's my only guarantee. Because after you've talked it out, after you've cried it out, after you've yelled and screamed it out, after you've tantrumed it out, after you've had your emotional outburst, whatever you need to do to feel better, then you do it. And don't feel no kind of way about it. Don't let nobody tell you that is not how you're supposed to react. You react, you do what you need to do to feel better. I ain't saying go out here and beat up nobody and do no ridiculous stuff to get locked up. I ain't saying do none of that. But if you need to cry it out, shout it out, yell, scream, roll around on the floor, have some tantrums, if you need to just get in the car and ride, if you need to call somebody, text somebody, email somebody, journal it out, do whatever you got to do. Because you are the only one that can control your emotional health, right? Your mental health. You're the only one. And listen, I'm so tired of women suffering in silence. Y'all, so tired. Talking to me too, of us suffering in silence. We got to get to a point where we can move past the I don't need nobody. Because that's not true. We all need somebody. Yes, we got Jesus. And yes, we may have husbands, significant others. Yes, we got children. Yes, we got, like for me, I got my sissy poo. My ride or die. She down for your girl, no doubt, right? Stop saying we don't need nobody, because we do. Some things you can't fix by yourself. Some things you can't talk it out enough. You can't cry it out enough by yourself. Right? That's why, I used to be this person to be like, I don't need nobody, I got Jesus. Okay, well, Jesus is the one who equipped and certified these doctors to be psychiatrists and therapists and all that, right? He is the one who gives them those gifts and talents. He doesn't just make those people here just so they can be somebody out here freely roaming around the world. He created them so they can help us. And that doesn't negate the fact that you're in love with Jesus and that he is your all in all. It does not negate that at all. It just means, listen, I know I've gotten to a point where I need to go sit down on the couch and talk to somebody and be totally okay with it, right? Don't put no shame on yourself for needing to go talk to somebody. Don't do that. Because if I didn't pull myself together here in a little bit, I was going to sit on somebody's couch. Because, death is different. And listen, it's a whole nother ball game when it's mommy dearest. I was like, listen, I don't even know what to do. I was a walking zombie, right? What they said, dead man walking, dead woman was walking. Because I was like, listen, mommy dearest, no, I need her back here. And remember, y'all, she did Alzheimer's for 9 years. We did this for 9 years, right? You know, at the end of it, that's what's going to happen. But still, it ain't the same when it do happen, right? So if I didn't get to a place where I felt like, okay, I think I can go on and see what the end going to be. If I ain't get to that place, like, for real, I was going to go sit on somebody's couch. For real. So if you need that, get that. No more suffering in silence, ladies. It does not benefit you, and it does not benefit those who are looking for you, who are needing you to show up fully, whole, and completely you. Because remember, it's always somebody who is looking for you to show up. Catch that. Catch that in the spirit. All right. Miss Serena, emotionally drained right now. Few rough reads. Yeah. I feel you, sis. Believing through it all. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know I'm here. You know I'm here. Miss Shanks, yes, ma'am. No more suffering in silence. We ain't gonna do that. Listen, not on my watch. Not if I can help it. And you know, I'm a strong, firm believer that this good old Holy Spirit that us Christian folk got down deep in our shanana. I do believe that when he put a name in your head, in your spirit, when somebody just drop on you, he ain't doing that for nothing, y'all. Reach out. Because sometimes, listen, I may not have the strength. I promise y'all, when I have been at some of my lowest moments and nobody knew it because I was suffering in silence, the Holy Spirit will have one of my sister friends text me, inbox me, email me in the very moment that I needed it. So when God drops a name on you, he doing that for a reason. If this somebody you just talked to yesterday or somebody you ain't talked to in a year, when you hear it, when he dropped their name on you, reach out. Reach out to your sister. Listen, I am my sister's keeper. I don't take it lightly and I don't say it lightly. For real, for real. I'm your girl when there ain't no other girl. I'm just that chick. God gave me this big old, huge heart. And then it has been broken into a whole bunch of pieces. But listen, I serve the mender of all menders, right? And he can fit it back and knit it back and mend it back perfectly. Because I've asked him, God, listen, why? You made me so emotional. You gave me this big old huge heart. I want to help everybody, save everybody. I think I can save the doggone world, y'all. Why, Lord? Why did you do it? And then people come in and they mess with you. They break it in a million pieces and then you're somewhere fragile. He is the mender of menders. That's the answer. He is the mender of menders. And he created me how he needed to create me in order for me to be right here speaking to you lovely ladies right now. Right? He created me fearfully and wonderfully made. Fitted me perfectly in my mother's womb. Knitted me perfectly in mommy dearest womb. Listen, it don't get no better. It don't get no better. And when you're confused and you don't know which direction to go, you go to the creator. You go to the one who fitted you perfectly in your mother's womb, right? So there is no need for any confusion when it comes to loving you and knowing you and discovering more of you. Get wisdom. Seek wisdom from the all-knowing one. And who better to go to than the one who created you? That's good stuff right there. Down in my spirit, better days are coming, Miss Maggie. Sister Pooh, you know it. You know it. Amen, Miss Vicky. Charlene, you better not take off running, girl. Don't you take off running. I'm just kidding. Run if you need to. All right, y'all. So in closing, I have this one thing. And it may turn into two. We'll see. The closing point. I posed the question. Will you evolve or will you remain? Will you evolve or will you remain? If you choose to evolve, you will connect with the strength within you. That's good. And that ain't mine, y'all. That's from Mr. Craig Crippen. A quote that I found that knocked my socks off. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm writing this in the book. Listen, not only do I have my own fantastic quotes, but I love quotes, right? So when I read this, I was like, oh, yeah. And it's perfect for tonight. Perfect. Miss Shanks, yes, because when Jesus do it, he giving you all the oxygen you need, girlfriend. You know, we talked about that thing. Yes. So, whoever at that door, close it, please, and quit being nosy. Close it. Point blank, period. These cheering, child. All right, so we talking about evolving or remaining, right? Okay, evolve and meet the next best version of you. Listen. Evolve and meet the next best version of you. Why? Because she is waiting to emerge, y'all. She waiting to pop out and be big and bolder than ever before. But if you remain, you don't get to meet her. And guess what? We don't neither. And listen, what you got, I need. Okay? So if you don't do it for you, how about you do it for us? All right? Don't remain. We evolving. All right? We evolving. Listen, on my watch, I ain't gonna let you remain. Because I'm a purpose pusher, right? Listen, y'all, I done put out so much stuff and I ain't even own it, right? I done put out books. I done put out journals. I done put out planners. I ain't even own it like I should have owned it. But doggone it, I'm going to go back and pick it up and I'm going to wipe it off and I'm going to put it back out there again. And it's going to be just like it needed to be back then. It's going to be even better now, right? Because we don't quit. We come back better. We don't quit, we come back better. I done put out some stuff. I done said some stuff. I done spoke some stuff. And I ain't even own it, right? I wasn't living it. It sound good. It needed to be said. I needed to hear it. And the people I said it to needed to be hear it. And it was perfect. It was God's wording and God's timing. But I didn't own it. Table Talk 101 has taught me if I don't own my own brilliance, right? If I don't realize how great I am and the power that resides within me, how can I be okay with all of y'all women saying, Pam, girl, you better go. You did that. You said that. You own it. I love my journal. I love my planner. I love my affirmations book. How can I be okay with you loving me and my stuff more than I do? That ain't okay. And when I promise y'all, I wholeheartedly promise you, I done been there. I done put it out. I ain't own it. I ain't own it like I was supposed to. I didn't own Mix, Mingle, and Learn like I was supposed to. Did it have power? Did it have purpose? Yes. Yes and yes again. But I didn't stand tall, strong, and firm and flat-footed in my confidence that it was all that it needed to be. And because I wasn't all that I needed to be, it couldn't be all that it needed to be because I didn't own my brilliance. I didn't own how great what God had placed in my hands. I didn't fully own it. I didn't fully understand how great it is, how great it was, how great it could be. Self-confidence, y'all. I was still lacking it. Some days I still lack it. Not as bad as back then, because we build, precept upon precept. Gain what you need to gain here and move. Don't move from here until you got the lesson. Get it here. Don't move until you got the lesson, right? I have allowed some situations and circumstances to shake my foundation. No more. Not on my watch. Not on my own watch, right? No more. I own my brilliance. I own my purpose. I own my passions. I own my gifts and my talents. I fully own all of it, y'all. I ain't haphazardly, whatever it is, how y'all know what I mean? I ain't doing that no more. I can't give it to you a little bit no more. I can't just scratch the surface no more. And I did that for so long, y'all, especially with my Mix, Mingle, and Learns. I look back and I'm like, Pam, you did not realize what you had in your hand. You did not realize what God had gifted you with. I got it now, doggone it. I got it now. Yeah. And we gonna come back better, right? I don't call it a comeback. Because listen, the story and the cycles, they can repeat themselves. I don't call it a comeback. What they said in the song, don't call it a comeback. I've been here before. I call it a glow up, y'all. And how do I glow up? Because I done growed up, right? I let Jesus come in and pour his wisdom into me as it relates to me. I'm working my lane, right? I'm only concerned, laser focused on what Pam Dorsey needs to do. Own my lane, fully own and operate my lane. I ain't looking to the left. I ain't looking to the right. Laser focus. All right, God, I did this. Table Talk Tuesdays is here. I did this. What's next? All right, laser focus. Own your lane. But listen, in order to own it, You got to know it. You got to know your lane. You got to know what your purpose for. You got to know what your gifts and your talents are. You got to know who you're supposed to be connected with. And you ain't got to go look for them. Oh, y'all, another thing Pastor Jones told me. You ain't got to go look for the people who need you. You just got to show up, right? Show up and give them what God done gave you, and they coming. I was so concerned when I started Pamtastic Styles, because some of y'all know All Things Purple. That was my big baby, right? I was so concerned, like, God, where my ladies gonna come from that's gonna want what I got, right? How they gonna know about me? Where they coming from? I promise y'all, some of my ladies on here now, Dr. Watson, listen, I met her through social media. Y'all. And when I tell you we clicked and we sister girls for real, ain't laid a face on her. Ain't been able to hug her neck. But I know she praying for this sister right here. She one chocolate chick to the other chocolate chick. She praying for the sister. I said all that to say this. Show up authentically. Fully you. Own who you are. Say what you're supposed to say. Do what you're supposed to do. And whoever is supposed to find you will find you. You don't have to look and search and hunt and track it down. Just show up fully you and it will find you. He will find you. She will find you. Whatever is attached and connected to you will find you. God will make sure of it. And I just gave y'all a little bit about Pamtastic Styles, but that relates to anything. If it's business or personal, it relates to anything. Right? Just show up fully you, and the connections will be made. And he also said, Pastor Jones, one of my favorite people in the world. He also said, as it relates to money, listen, you ain't gotta chase no money. Tamika, you better say it, girl. That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say, Tamika. If you will build it, they will come. You ain't got to chase nothing and nobody. You ain't got to go out here and do the wrong thing to try to get no money, right? You ain't got to do nobody wrong. You ain't got to do no shadiness. Just show up fully you. And not only are the people, the connections, and all that's yours, all that's connected to you, your purpose that God has already entrusted you with, it just hasn't come yet. It hasn't fully manifested. The money gonna come too, y'all. But we fully gotta stand strong and flat-footed in who we are, who God says we are. We gotta come into full agreement with who he says you are, who he says we are. And again, do not despise what took place in your past because you needed those situations and those circumstances to get you to be the beautiful woman that you see in the mirror every day. Do not despise what you did 10 years ago, 30 years ago. Don't despise what happened to you. Don't despise what you allowed to happen to you. Don't despise any of your past. You cannot wholeheartedly 100% say that you love you when you look at yourself in the mirror if you still got any kind of inkling of hate and doubt and negativity in relationship to your past self. It just don't flow. It don't go together. Right? Allison, just show up. Yes, yes. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate it. Serena Queen, ain't he all right, girlfriend? Ain't he all right? All right? Okay. Okay, I said that. Okay, yeah, y'all, I took notes because as Jesus was giving it to me, I want to make sure I give it to y'all right. But yeah, I done gave y'all all my good stuff that he gave me. Okay. Yes. I said it was going to be an hour, and doggone it, we right at an hour. Yes, Miss Maggie says, keep your heart and mindset on the most high calling. Yes, indeed, Miss Maggie. Yes, indeed. All right, lovelies. I'm going to give y'all this, like, one of my favorite scriptures. And it's really, really good with tonight's subject on self-confidence. And it says this. It's Philippians 1:6. Being confident. Yes. Being confident of this. Oh gosh. I'm going to start over. Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Jesus Christ. Philippians 1:6, being confident of this, meaning I am fully confident of this, that he who begun a good work in me, in you, will complete it, will carry it on to completion. Whatever he began, he will complete. Whatever he began, he will complete until the day of Jesus Christ. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. All right, lovelies. Y'all got anything else for Table Talk Tuesday? Any other comments? Y'all post them. Listen, my Cash App is listed in the comments, all right? If you would love to sow into this wonderful, wonderful ministry called Table Talk Tuesdays, please feel free to do so. And yes, I call it my ministry. Listen, this ain't got nothing to do about no Pam Dorsey Enterprises LLC, and it does to a certain degree. But listen, this is my ministry outside of the four walls of the church, y'all. This is my ministry right here. All right. So if you care to sow into it, my Cash App is in the comments. It's Pam Dorsey LLC. Hi, yes. Y'all been good to me tonight. And I thank y'all in advance. Thank you, Sissy Pooh. Dr. Watson, I am now fully persuaded. Yes, girlfriend. Fully persuaded. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, y'all, this was good to me. Listen, y'all throw me up some hearts, some likes, some something. Let me know, was this good to you? Do we need to continue with Table Talk Tuesdays? Listen, my only guarantee, do you feel better? That's what I want to know. Do you feel better? Why y'all putting that in the comments and throwing up my hot hearts and likes and all that good stuff? Thank you, Vicky. Charlene. Yes, awesome sauce. Dr. Watson, my Cash App is Pam Dorsey LLC. Thank you, Vicky. Greatly appreciated. Yes, I will continue. So glad y'all are loving Table Talk Tuesdays. And we just getting started, y'all. Just skimming the surface. Just beginning. This thing gonna be big. Why? Because God is big. Yes. This is what I want to tell y'all too. You know that Table Talk Tuesdays is every second and fourth Tuesday. One of the ladies, yes, Valika, I definitely will. One of the ladies that I want to have as a guest speaker is in school, getting her doctorate. And I want her to correct me if I said it wrong. But I believe she's in her doctorate program, okay? A few months ago, y'all probably remember me posting about me graduating from In Pursuit of Me. It is a program. It was a 6-month program that walked you through knowing who you are, identity based. Because listen, you can't do nothing until you know who you are. And I kept hitting up against this brick wall, right? And it was because there was still and I told her, I said, I feel like I'm a puzzle. And there's a whole bunch of levels to me, which there is to you as well. A lot of levels, and I'm working in them like bits and pieces here and there, but I can't get my pieces to connect and make sense. That is why I took In Pursuit of Me. It talks about your identity and how your identity and knowing who you are affects your life, right? Personal, business, every aspect of your life. So magnificent program. I want her to be my speaker. And again, because she's in her doctorate program, second and fourth Tuesdays, I'm doing an extra episode just so we can get her in Table Talk Tuesdays. All right. So in March, y'all, we popping. We gonna have 3 Table Talk Tuesdays in March. We starting off the month right with Miss Stephanie M. Kirkland. She is Again, she is the one who I went through her program In Pursuit of Me. There'll, of course, be more information coming about her before next Tuesday, and a flyer will be circulating, all that good stuff. But mark your calendars, as opposed, well, I'll say in addition to second and fourth Tuesdays in March, we're going to have her on first Tuesday, March 2nd, which is next Tuesday, Miss Stephanie Kirkland. So more information will come, and I hope y'all will be able to join me then. Charlene, I will get you the information, girlfriend. Powerful, powerful, powerful woman of God. And listen, when I tell you she give it to you straight, no chaser, you gonna come out better. Promise you. Yes, honey. So I will get you her information for sure. Thank you, Miss Maggie. I will definitely keep it up. God keep giving me strength. I will definitely keep it up. Miss Tiffany, thank you, girlfriend. Remember, I'm around the corner. If I need to come holler at you, I will. If you can get to me, come on, girlfriend. Come on in the room. All right, ladies, one last thing. I talked about self-love sanctuary, right? Not on here, but I have mentioned it here and there. Another thing that God gave me, and he gave it to me during the time when Mommy was in her last days. I didn't know that then, but yes, self-love sanctuary. So, if I've touched on anything this evening that you did not feel comfortable with sharing here, the Self-Love Sanctuary allows you one-on-one intimate time with me, just me and you, talking it out, chatting it out, crying it out, doing whatever we got to do, right? I have 3 different sessions available. That depends upon how much time you request. It is on PamDorsey.com. The site is not fully operational how I want it to be, but you can reach out to me and I can give you more information on the Self-Love Sanctuary. But again, you can find information on pricing, etc. on PamDorsey.com. Just click on the Self-Love Sanctuary tab. It just won't allow you to complete the transaction there. Yes, I promise you, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get that fixed, but that is something in addition. So when we have our Table Talk Tuesdays, depending upon the situation, the conversation, the topics at hand, or if it's anything else going on in your world, the Self-Love Sanctuary is your safe place. It's just me and you, chatting it out and talking it out, crying it out, doing whatever we need to do to get you where you need and want to be. All right. So that's all I got, y'all. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing of yourself. Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Watson. Tamika, the class, what do you mean, Sweet Pea? DM me and let me know, or either comment here. We made it, y'all. Yes, we made it. We made it. Yes. Thank y'all so much for joining me. If all hearts and minds are clear, we're going to go ahead on and end this session, y'all. If you need to DM me, do so. I don't know if I put the email address, but I will. It's Table Talk Tuesdays 101 at gmail.com. I know that was a lot, so I will type it in. So if you want to email me topic suggestions, if you want to request to be a guest, email me, DM me. I'm here for it. Let's talk about it, right? Healthy, healed, and whole. That is always the goal. Yes, yes, yes. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of this evening. Thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart for joining me for Table Talk Tuesdays. Until next time, y'all. Purple kisses. Mwah. Love you, mommy.